I think today we think about, we mostly see whodunits as period pieces, set in the past, because they're mostly adaptations of Agatha Christie books. But when she was writing, she never wrote period pieces. She never wrote in the past. She was always writing in her present moment, and all of her characters were drawn from the society around her. And so why not do that today? So let's do that with 2019. It does reference Clue. My big reference is one of my favorite films, Sleuth, from the 1970s with Michael Caine and Laurence Olivier. And that's another film where it takes place in the mansion of a mystery writer, and it's decorated as if it's the inside of his brain. And that was the reference I gave my production designer and told him go to town, and he did. But yeah, you're right, the visual texture of the whole movie, I wanted it to be the mystery mansion of the mind. I wanted you to look at it and think murder mystery. And then after we set that, then we can play with it. A little bit. Again, I'm going to sound like a broken record, but that all goes back to the Christie. And it's amazing if you go back to even the very earliest examples, whether it's Agatha Christie or Dorothy Sayre or John Dixon Carr, the earliest examples of detective fiction, it's amazing how quickly the genre became self-referential. There's, even in the 1920s in these books, they're referencing murder mystery books, and they're referencing Sherlock Holmes, and they're very self-aware that they're in a murder mystery and usually delighted, oh, I love murder mysteries, are we going to find out who did it? It's always, the genre, I think, has always had that level of self-awareness. And for me, I always love I do love investigating the levels of storytelling that we have in life, and so it was very tempting for me to make the main victim a murder mystery writer. Well, we didn't have much time. I think that helped us, actually. So Daniel Craig was the first one to sign on, and when Daniel signed on, we had 6 weeks to put the movie together. We had to go like that, because he had a very specific window before James Bond started filming, so we had to film right then. So we had to get everybody together really, really quickly. But I think that helped, because we could just say to everybody, are you available now? Yes or no. It wasn't, sometime next year, maybe. It was, no, can you come to Massachusetts right now? So much happens in the editing, and editing is the hardest thing to talk about, hardest thing to communicate in terms of the process of it. In terms of everything, and performances also, it's incredible, like, if somebody says that the director is good with actors, only part of that means he's good on set. A lot of that means he's also very good in the edit room, even when he's working with great actors, So, yeah, in terms of the pacing, my editor, Bob Doucet, is incredibly talented, and I work with him, and you just try and feel it out and keep it moving.